first off, well, just to get this out of the way, Eternal Evil is available now on Steam since God knows when as a free-to-play game and through a prologue only. The game is a classic survival horror with a first-person perspective, just somewhere between the Resident Evil Village and the old series' remakes. Take a look. Here's the thing, this game is actually coming out and it's full in about a few months from now, we hear. Also, here's a new trailer.
Help me, Ryan! They are coming!
Alright, it took a while, but Forever Entertainment just released a trailer for the remake of that old arcade shooter when the whole thing actually belonged to Sega, going by the House of the Dead remake. Now, this game is coming to the Nintendo Switch only on April 7th this year. And to accompany this great news, folks at Forever Entertainment also came up with a reveal trailer. Check it out.
Of the dead.
Survive the Hill, on the other hand, is available now on Steam for the price of $8 on its early access phase, though it's an asymmetrical multiplayer co-op survival horror game where you could go with up to 8 other players. Now, I think it's the kind of game that really deserves a chance, but it also has a long road to go too, and for 2 reasons. It is not a single player game at its core, and you basically need 3 more friends at least to be able to play online. So just keep it in mind. Coming up next, of course, is the day before. But what you all came to know as an open world MMO survival set in a deadly post-apocalyptic America, pretty much just overrun by infected and survivors on both sides, killing each other for food and some more stuff. Now, we know this game releases this summer for the next generation consoles in addition to PCs on precisely June 21st, with elements of both PvE and also PvP. There's more. Also, this is how the game will actually run with NVIDIA ray tracing support.
Something in the woods. Something evil.
Alright guys, Evil Dead the game is, as of this moment, set to release May 13th of 2022. It is now coming to both generation of consoles and PCs and also the Nintendo Switch, and it lets you play with up to 4 other players in multiplayer. Either be a good guy or not and take control of the demons to stop everybody else. Check it out, this game will also now include a single player mode too.
They got up on the wrong side of the grave. Pre-order now to receive the Ash Williams Air Smart employee and Gallant Knight outfits from Army of Darkness.
Alright, we have Them and Us, which is a classic survival horror game pretty much in the same vein as the old Resident Evil games with fixed camera. It's a really good game, it's well polished as well if I say so myself, not to mention the 90% positive rating on Steam that it's actually gathered so far. Them and Us is available on Steam with a playable demo as well for free and the full game for the price of $40. We have Damer 1994, Sandcastle, actually the sequel to Damer 1998, well acting actually as a prequel. Well, in case you're new to it, Resident Evil 2 inspired game, a kind of tribute that got its own identity over time. And well, here's the thing, this game's actually a next generation console exclusive, well in addition to PCs of course, and it's gonna be released sometime later this year with additional elements, puzzles, and of course improvements upon its original formula. Just keep it in mind. Alright, so we have the not so distant revealed project going by specifically SCP Pandemic, a co-op first-person tactical shooter out of a Kickstarter campaign, which is basically set in some sort of an underground facility and after a global catastrophe. Here's the thing, Pandemic is actually sitting on Steam right now through early access phase since a couple of weeks back and available for the price of $20. We have Illness, not to be mistaken with one of the really long-awaited horror games going by Ill, which is a first-person atmospheric horror game specifically taking clues from, well, the aforementioned game Ill. Illness is said to be coming to PCs via Steam in the next few months, and, well, this is actually how it looks like. Coming up at number 10, we have what's described by its developers as a fast-paced strategy games. I've actually mentioned this earlier a lot. Well, obviously an action game too, taking clues from games such as Dead Rising. there's also zombies. Here's the thing. Showa American Story was announced almost 3 months ago by the Chinese developers and now rumored to be coming to PCs and the PlayStation consoles only either late this year or early next year. Take a look. Oh, here's some actual good news. Well, since Dying Light 2 kinda didn't do it, for me at least, Dead Island 2 is now apparently in active development, according to Deep Silver, and it could actually come out mid to late this year. Yeah, according to some reports, a gameplay trailer is also on the way, and well, you know, this game has been in development since 8 years ago, and I'm guessing it's gonna be either that, or, well, it's gonna be early 2023. Moving on.
Can do. Bound to happen.
We also added 2 new weapons, the Mosin and the Stielhandgranate. Both of them were animated by Adin, and with the Mosin we now have the first sniper in the game.
Well, on the other hand, it's Project Z, what's described to be an atmospheric first-person zombie co-op shooter set in World War II, where after waking up in a zombie-infested hospital, just like the Walking Dead series, you have just no idea why you're there and how you got there, and all you want to do is to just get out. Well, here's the thing, this game is a VR only and sitting on Steam right now for the price of only $5.
But we still want to show that. But yeah, let's talk about the survival wave mode a bit. We think it's perfect working on a mode where the gunplay is the most important part. If the pure shooting of zombies is fun and satisfying, we can move on to the next step. Like the main mission mode with all its glory, like the hub, the missions, the management systems and more. But I think I talked enough for now, and Max, it's your turn.
Thanks Justin, and a very welcome from me too. Even though this devlog is focused on the wave survival game mode, there have still been some changes to the player that apply to all game modes. Because the game is of a more slower paced tactical nature, we decided to add stamina to the game. But let's start with this devlog's core element, the wave survival mode.
Right, Diphtheria, on the other hand, to be honest, I'm kind of new to myself, is an open world, first-person shooter at heart, but at the same time incorporating survival horror elements such as base building, some life settlement elements and stuff, kind of in the same vein as, well, you could say DayZ, but I don't know, I've actually never played DayZ. Well, check it out, this game is coming to PCs, we hear mid to late this year. Alright, so VR games. If you're keen to them, I believe there's a chance you've already heard about Propagation VR. One that actually came out a couple years back. It's a survival horror game, pretty solid. Anyway, the series is now getting a sequel called Propagation Paradise Hotel. What's touted as an intense VR survival horror adventure with thrilling storytelling. Now, this game will be a single player only with plenty of zombies and exploration. Well, check it out, this game's coming to PCs in about a few months from now. And last but not least, we have The Night of the Dead, which is available now on Steam since a couple of years back actually, still in early access phase and for the price of about $25 US. It's a pretty interesting game, to be fair, about a girl who gets trapped in a city covered with zombies after some sort of an experiment's gone wrong. Here, in case you're actually interested, the full game is set to be coming out in only a few months from now. Check it out.